It's time!
What if we lived on Mars?
Then I will keep on jumping all day long.
What? Oh, Due to extremely low atmospheric pressure on Mars, we will need to live inside buildings with pressure vessels and walk around with pressure suits. No need to lose our weight anymore. Gravity on Mars is 38% lower than that on Earth. Mars is extremely cold as compared to Earth, so get used to seeing ice everywhere. With extreme water scarcity on Mars, say bye-bye to those long leisurely baths. Get used to those huge dust storms you see in movies. They will be a living reality in Mars. Sunscreen makers will be one happy lot as the extremely thin atmosphere on Mars does not absorb much ultraviolet sunlight. With no more rain and virtually no clouds on Mars, it's time to forget about those beautiful rainbows and sunsets. What if Pangea never broke apart?
Then I will break it using my Thor hammer.
Oh, Firstly, it would have been very bad for the diversity of life forms on Earth. Earth's history has shown that isolated geographic landmasses are very important for the evolution of new species. For example, isolated land masses like Australia and Madagascar have many species which are not found anywhere else. Secondly, life would have thrived on the coastal areas, but the deep interiors would have become extremely hot and arid. These areas would have experienced almost desert-like conditions as clouds would have almost lost their moisture before reaching them. Thirdly, ocean transportation would have lost its luster as everybody would be connected by land. But on the flip side, beachgoers and surfers would have been one happy lot as beaches would have stretched for thousands and thousands of miles. What if all the mountains disappeared?
Some clones would take their places.
Nah. Earth's solid surface is made up of several tectonic plates. Mountains are formed when two tectonic plates smash into each other. Now, if mountains disappeared, then tectonic plates would also have disappeared. With the tectonic plates gone, hot mantle below would take its place, thus making it impossible for us to even walk. With no mountains, the lava present in them would flow and spread to the surrounding cities. Global ecosystem would also get disturbed as mountains possess a great variety of flora and fauna. As glaciers on mountains are a source of water for many rivers, no mountains means those rivers would dry out. Also, since mountains change the direction of winds and block rain clouds, there would be catastrophic changes in global weather patterns. Lastly, without mountains, we would not be able to paraglide, ski, or enjoy river rafting. What if all insects disappeared?
No worries, I have their photographs.
You might think insects are inconsequential, but the reality is, without them, there probably would be no life on Earth. The first life to get affected would be plant life. Most plants in the world are angiosperms, that is, flowering plants. Without insects pollinating them, plant life would gradually disappear. Gradually, birds and mammals feeding on plants would also disappear. Further, insects are food for many birds, frogs, reptiles, etc. Without insects, they would also start dying. Then, animals eating those animals would also start dying. This would ultimately lead to a domino effect, finally wiping out the top of the food chain, that is, human beings. Also, don't be surprised if you suddenly see a lot of dead things everywhere. This is because insects are decomposers. Without insects, decomposition process would take much longer. What if dinosaurs never went extinct?
I would have new buddies.
Dinosaurs would be much smaller today. Do you know why? Because during that time, angiosperms were beginning to take over from gymnosperms. Now, as compared to gymnosperms, angiosperms are easier to digest and require a much smaller gut size. Thus, size of herbivorous dinosaurs would have reduced, and that would have gradually led to reduction in size of carnivorous dinosaurs as well. Scientists also think that dinosaurs might have become more intelligent, because dinosaurs like Troodon, who were considered smart and had a large brain compared to their body size, were beginning to evolve. But what about us? That is, humans. Humans were able to evolve because the impact of the asteroid killed the dinosaurs, triggered drastic changes in climate conditions, which led to mammalian evolution and eventually human evolution. Thus, had the asteroid never crashed, we probably wouldn't have existed.